Not only are we brainwashed to center unreliable narration as the reason of our existence and the norm of how things should be, how we should be treated, how we relate to other people, which also shape our identity and how we feel about ourselves and what we believe we deserve. Acknowledging all of these factors as truths, we have to also question our own narrative. This is part of what we call self-awareness. If we don't challenge our own narrative, then the only reality that we're capable of creating is a repetition of what we've already had. What's in the past continues to shape our future. Who you believe you are, how you believe the world works, directly correlate to your success. Your identity and perspective directly shape your decision making. The first thing I teach clients to do is to challenge their identity. If you have a pray, good girl identity, then you cannot have bad bitch outcomes, period. The second thing I teach my clients is learning how to read people's character objectively. To do that, you must never believe what people say about themselves. Not to be rude, but because we have to assume that everybody are to some level unreliable narrators. Every single person who exists on this earth is brainwashed by patriarchal and white supremacist standards. This is regardless of whether we want to opt into that dogma or not. Our mindset, how we see the world, our identity, and how we interpret the situations that we observe and experience are shaped by these belief systems that were indoctrinated and reinforced over our lifetime. I can't tell you how many times I would have somebody who wants to have something better, yet they'll sit there and make excuses for their oppressor, their abuser, calling it culture or just how things are, or as something that they cannot escape and they have to upkeep. Meaning, I've had women describing domestic violence situations, clients talking about horrible family dysfunctional dynamics where they're constantly the victim. Women of the global majority married to white men who continuously defend the humiliation rituals that they're put through every single day. People preaching anti-oppression yet working for the most horrific tyrant and oppressor. When people are not willing to question their own narration, the story that they may tell would be something along the lines of, I am very loved and supported. I have a lot of friends. Myself and all these people, we get along great. We just have some little bumpy rights and issues which are not a big deal. People call it all sorts of things, culture, religion, just the way our family, our culture works, all in the same sentence of their suffering, desiring something better, and then making excuses that fit the narrative of the oppressors. Self-awareness is questioning your own narrative. Being a people person, being really good at assessing people's character and understanding people well is learning to question their narrative. If you believe everything people tell you, then you will self-sabotage, you'll be blindsided. If you believe everything you tell yourself, then you're forever stuck too.